Your Country 1039 KGRT and Shane Profit, because, yeah, that's how it ought to be.
Time now for the question of the day.
Question of the day time, my friends. And our question of the day, obviously, with the big game going on this weekend, has to do with sports. That's right. I know a lot of people are going to be tuning in, maybe having a little big game party and trying to find out who's going to win, Kansas City or Philadelphia, right? And all kinds of stuff going on this week with weird foods and weird things going on. But some people would rather just ignore the game and go off and watch a movie somewhere, right? Yeah, I know. It happens every once in a while, But my question for you today is that, if you weren't watching the big game this weekend, what sports movie would you be watching? Yeah, so what is your favorite sports movie? Is it something, not even a football movie? Could it be a basketball movie? Could it be a ping pong movie or something else like that? They're out there, right? For me, because I am a movie person, and there are very few sports movies that I think are really, really good. But if I had to pick one sports movie that is my favorite, it's a movie that inspires you, that lets you know that even the average Joe can accomplish many, many good things. Yeah, I love Dodgeball. It is just absolutely wonderful. One of my favorite sports movies of all time. And, of course, really getting in there and sponsoring and I wouldn't say sponsoring, inspiring a whole league of sorts to go ahead and come up. But, yeah, that's my favorite sports movie. On a serious side, because I do like Dodgeball as a comedy, on a serious side, Remember the Titans is always a great one for me. So, what is your favorite sports movie? Or do you even have a favorite sports movie at all? Think about it and let me know your answers to our question of the day. Of course, you can call those in on our Zia Comics hotline. You can text them in on our Zia Comics text line. And, of course, we are live right here on our social media pages, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So you can go ahead and leave your comments there as well. But let me know, what is your favorite sports movie? Just in case you weren't interested in watching the big game this weekend. Good. All right. Yeah, so now we are exclusively up on our social media pages. So, if you're not going to watch the big game, maybe not interested in the teams, not interested in football, but you had other stuff that you were interested in as far as going to watch a good movie, what would be your go-to sports movie? Yeah, what would be your favorite sports movie? And I was serious about Dodgeball because I think that is a hilarious, absolute hilarious movie. And I'm more of a comedy guy, obviously, but it is a good one. As far as serious films, the ones that'll just kind of make you sit there, Remember the Titans, saw that in the movie theaters, and I thought it was an absolutely inspiring film. So what is your go-to sports movie or your favorite sports movie? Blindside, that's a good one right there. Good one. Oh, somebody just went classic 80s movie on me and going Vision Quest. Very good movie. Wrestling actually in there, I recall, but that is a good one. Haven't seen that one in years. So those are a couple of really good choices by text. And like I said, you can give me your answers for your favorite sports movie or your go-to sports movie. You can leave those comments on our social media pages, of course. Just leave your comment right down there, and you can text them in. You can call them in. 575-523-KGRT is that number as well. So what is your go-to sports movie, in honor of the big game, just in case you needed to kill a few hours because, you're not interested in watching the game right there. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on in and around the world for today. Let's see, there it is. I saw there's a lot of stuff going on, okay? A lot of stuff having to do with the game this weekend. I saw that ticket prices have actually dropped for the big game. Yeah, last week they were about $6,000, but this week the cheapest seats are now selling for just $4,200. So, it's almost a $2,000 discount, but still out of my price range. I also saw that Elton John apparently going to be making a 5-second cameo in a Doritos big game commercial, so keep an eye out for that one. And I think I also saw that Americans will eat 11.2 million pounds of potato chips on Super Bowl Sunday. So that's a lot of chips right there. Ryan Reynolds and Colin Hanks are producing a new John Candy documentary for Amazon Prime. That was something I would be definitely interested in watching. I was a big John Candy fan. Hard to believe that he passed away 25 years ago. Also saw that I guess a third Dumb and Dumber movie starring Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels is being developed, and the movie will apparently pick up after the events of the second film. So they're just going to ignore that whole prequel thing that they did, I guess. It just doesn't exist, right? Also saw that let's see what else we got up here. Oh, yeah. California Pizza Kitchen is coming in with that trend of doing heart-shaped pizzas. So there's a few people that are doing that one right there. And for those of you that love your cauliflower, Chick-fil-A testing a new cauliflower sandwich at restaurants around the country. It is cauliflower served on a buttery bun with 2 dill pickers. It is pressure cooked, not fried. So I never tried anything like that, to be honest with you. I'd rather just stick with the sandwich because that's a darn good chicken sandwich right there. No pickles, though. Not a fan of pickles. Once again, it is our question of the day time. What is your favorite sports movie? You know, if you're not interested in watching the big game this weekend, what would be your go-to sports movies? I had a couple of really good suggestions. Blindside, Vision Quest, which is classic 80s movie. I haven't seen that one in a long time. And, of course, for me, I'd probably sit there with Dodgeball and watch that one. But if I had to go with like one of those movies that's really inspiring, I have to go with Remember the Titans because that one was a good one right there. But there's lots of great sports films that are out there. I was just thinking Blue Chips is another one. That's a basketball movie with Nick Nolte in there, as I recall. But what is your go-to sports movie, your favorite sports movie? You know, just in case you're not interested in watching that little competition between KC and Philadelphia going on this weekend. I understand that a lot of people might be interested in that, but, you know, not everybody is. Go ahead and let me know your answers to our question of the day.